Okay, this is one of those fantastic 72 DPI images that they love to send us so greatly. And you know, if I was like 15 auto shop, you know, 35 people working for me, naturally this could be printed better. But this is a 72 DPI Microsoft Works file that was sent in on this, and I'm doing it in process because I'll show you the original. The original wasn't that great, y'all know that. I had some pretty good edges though. As long as I got edges, I'm okay. And if you look right there in the middle of that patch, see how those red splotchy places are? You're gonna get those working this print up from that. And I was printing everything halftone, even the black letters, so I left the blue. And then there again, there's the print. Don't look very good on the screen, but it's a pretty good looking shirt. And I separated it through quick steps after I adjusted the DPI and the colors in the image. One more little quick thing I wanted to touch on is these are on beefy tees and they're real flat, real smooth. If I was printing this on some of the last Gildans I've been getting in, I would have had to put a white underbase under it to have got this smoother print. One more thing on something like this for the guys that don't know it. Y'all know most everything I talk about is for the guys coming up, so everybody else just put up with it. Everybody's always talking about over the heart placement. On mine, you know it's going to vary from size to size, but I concentrate more on where I pull the neck to the top of the print than I do anything else. And I can print smalls through extra large, never have to worry about anything except where I pull this neck up to. I mark the boards. When you get to 2X's now, you're going to go up like an inch or a little bit better, 3X's and so on. But that gives you a real nice spot for the shirt. And then I try to get it to where it's in the center of the neck is the center of the logo. I try to get it when you're spotting it where the edge, I said center, where the edge of the neck is in the center of the logo. Okay, one last thing on the press here is right there. See where that tape starting to get just a little bit of ink come up underneath it? See, I tape off. I use quite a bit of tape. I don't put where I don't have to, but I do where I have to. I know a lot of times you're going to print something if you've got the edge of tape that close that it's going to try to booger up the end on you. One thing you can do is just barely tilt the squeegee. Still pull the squeegee straight, but the squeegee itself is not, what is that word, perpendicular or parallel, and it won't grab that edge. I forgot 2 or 3 times in a row and it reminded me of this. I tell you what, if it ain't pitiful, look at that right there. Oh, he got up when I went over and got my camera. Sit down, sit, Prince, sit. Good boy, good boy. I like that song there, if it ain't complicated, I've grown to. This is where I check my shirts in at, and where I got my bug spray and my weed killer. When you're out in the country, when you weed eat, that's how you weed eat. Put something crazy in here to finish this thing here. I think I want to learn to print like Garth Brooks. Put a lot of wow and a whole lot of heart into it. Because I'm already a better baseball player than he was. But tell me if you don't think this is a crazy thing here. Which I really like Sugarland. And because of my contacts and because of the USArmyOnly.com site, I'm thinking about doing a fundraiser concert at the field house on Fort Campbell and get Sugarland to come. Let's wait and see if we can pull that off. Right at the Georgia line, and I count the days and the miles back home to you. On that highway 29. That's what we need to be doing, is rolling around having fun.